Hey guys, welcome back to the Cambridge RTG here on FIFA 22. We are 6 games from the end of the season and level on points with Sunderland in the playoffs. Their goal difference is the only thing that keeps us currently outside said playoffs, with teams above Sunderland having a 4-point gap at least and a game in hand in both Plymouth and Bolton's situation, if not 2 for Peterborough. I think 6th spot is probably the only option we'll have to try and chase here at the end of the season, which means it's going to be very, very tight as to whether we do or don't finish in the playoffs this year. We're on 62, Sunderland are on 62, Wigan and Salford are on 61, Wycombe will also be on 61 if they win their game in hand, Rotherham will be on 60 if they win their game in hand, so it's between the 6 of us for 6th spot. It's going to be a hell of a scrap. A hell of a scrap. We are at home against Rotherham, away against Cheltenham, and away against Burton today. Tomorrow will be Wigan at home, Ipswich at home, and Mansfield away. We'll be playing all 6 of the remaining games of the season, and we have taken on board your feedback and made a change to the starting lineup. That being Teddy Coles. You guys quite rightly pointed out that he has a 4-star weak foot, and with the situation with Jack Iredale just not improving, Jack is now out of the starting lineup and out of the squad, all told. We will look to reluctantly move him on in the summer and accept any bids that may come in for him in the meantime. And Teddy Coles will be our go-to left-back to try and get some growth out of him between now and the end of the season. Elijah Stone has already grown since coming into the starting lineup in the last episode from 65 to 66. Both he and Teddy Coles have potential to get to the mid to late 80s at least. So fingers crossed they will start to do that between now and the end of the season. And we'll see some considerable growth from them over the next 12 in-game months. I'm not going to waste any time. We have a sole focus. Points on the board in the league. So let's go and try and do it, shall we? Please drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Not drop the like a video, as I mentioned in a previous episode. And of course, if you're not subscribed, then do so, and you won't miss out on any further content here on the channel. It's going to be a pretty intense end to the season, as it was last year. To be fair, I don't think we could get more tense than it was last year, but it's still going to be tight. And of course, we would love to get promotion to the Championship next season. We know what we want to do in the summer. It's just a case of getting this season over and done with so we can go and do it. Right, I'm going to concentrate on making sure that Rotherham's lineup has everybody in the right position, and then we'll be able to just crack on from there. Hopefully, everybody's already in the right place, which they aren't. They've got a CDM, centre mid, a centre back at left back, centre mid at centre back. Bowler can go out there. That's a left back at centre back at least. Well, let's put Rathbone there because he's obviously higher rated. Dauphin can play at centre-back, and that's going to be their starting lineup sorted. Right, there we go then. That was easy enough. Up next, Cambridge versus Rotherham. 5 at the back for Rotherham. Josh Vickers in goal. Ogbene at right wing-back. Mattock, Dauphin, Wood and Bowler. Rathbone, Lindsay and Wiles with Ladapo and Michael Smith up top. Rotherham trying to chase the top few themselves, and ourselves trying to avoid them doing so. Other than Teddy Coles coming in, the side looks as you would expect it to. Elliot List gets the nod ahead of Sam Smith on this particular occasion, and we can crack on and try and get ourselves 3 points at home. It's a lovely ball by Smith. Out to Ogbene. And into Ladapo. Ogbene's there again. Teddy Coles getting run ragged in these early stages, and Ogbene fires wide. You can see top left that Rotherham are just 5 points behind us, and they have that game in hand as well. So if they win this, if they beat me here and win their game in hand, they will go above us in the league table by the end of the season, or at least by the time that those games in hand have all been played. Josh Key will stand this up, but it's a terrible cross that goes straight to the goalkeeper. List out wide there too, Teddy Coles. Right-footed with that 4-star weak foot that we haven't looked to train. He's just got a 5-star weak foot, which is great. And the young striker in the youth setup that we have as well has a 5-star weak foot that we also haven't trained. He just so happens to start with it, which is great. Elijah Stone not got the strength to hold off the Rotherham man there, and again it's them that have the chance on goal, but for a second time Dimmy is right behind it and able to keep it out. Hopefully Teddy Coles can have a decent debut. He has been isolated a little bit at left back on a couple of occasions. That's a nice ball through to Elliot List, and Jack Lancaster will look to get in behind. And Joey is arriving. and the delivery again will come in, but for the second time, it's poor from this right-hand side. Once from Key, once from Jack. And neither... Whoa, I don't know what the point was jumping for that there. Lloyd Jones. We haven't had the best of the attacking play so far, but equally they haven't scored with their chances. So we are very much still in the game. Again, we'll get it out to Lancaster. This time we'll work it on the floor in there to Joey, who will hold it up. And here comes Josh Key on the overlap. I'm going to have to turn back and look on the floor to Lancaster, but that's fine. Joey is there. And here's Elijah Stone arriving on his left. Oh, very well struck, flying towards that top corner. But Vickers makes the save. We'll whip it towards the near post, where hopefully someone in a Cambridge shirt can get on the end of it. Joey has, but it's well over the top of the bar. A couple of chances for us now at the end of the first half, growing into the game. To be fair, with the way that we've done that, kind of don't want the half-time whistle to come now. I want to keep building on it, but thankfully we will have the opportunity for 45 more minutes to try and find the lead. Or an equaliser if they take the lead at the death here. Lizarpo forced himself wide, though. We should deal with this. We haven't yet. Ogbene in. Everybody just looked at it. It's a great cross into a really dangerous area, and Rotherham will take the lead at the end of the half. Through that alleyway, lovely run in there by their number 11, and the cross just has everybody staring at it. Bowler is there at the back post, and the left wing-back fires Rotherham in front. Not the end of the half that we were after at all. Forward to Chapman. Joey needs to make me a run, which he's not doing. Real lack of movement there from my front line. Elliot List is found, however, and good footwork from him. Joey work it out wide to Afolayan again. Try and tuck this back, actually, to Joe Ironside and into Elijah Stone, who gets his, well, second, actually, goal for the club. But first in a played game, patience pays off. As Elijah Stone fires us an equaliser 5 minutes into the second half. Afolayan played in a couple of times. Joey, excellent run by Elijah Stone, and a lack of marking on their front this time. And in the same goal that saw them take a 1-0 lead, we pull it back to 1-1. Game on again. That is a really loose pass from Rotherham. Josh Key will get it under control. And we might have them shaken a little bit here, perhaps. Elijah Stone will look out wide for Lancaster. I might go back to Stone if I can. Here's George Chapman. It's opened up for him. And George Chapman fires us 2-1 in front. How's that for a turnaround? 10 minutes into the second half, we've gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Yellows! Super, super George, super, super George, super, super George, super Georgie Chapman. We might concede again, but dear me has made the save. Corner for Rotherham. Get it out of fucking box. Up we go, up we go, up we go! Super George Chapman there again, and Wiles will find a Dauphin. He's got plenty of options here, Lindsay, but will he use the right one? He used a good one, and Ladapo draws the save from Dimitar Mitov yet again. Lindsay with another corner. Again, it's dangerous. Again, we don't fully deal with it. A Dauphin, the man that it falls to, would. Teddy gets rid of it. Well done, Mr. Coles. Oh, Rathbone's done particularly well there. Dimmy continues to make the saves, but that one I feel like he could have perhaps held on to. And the pressure continues for Rotherham. They want that parity back, and then they want their lead back. But that's a poor cross again, and Jack Lancaster will clear. But we just cannot seem to get it away from our box at the moment. Lindsay with options. That hits Jones in the chest, and goes out for another corner. Please, can we get rid of this ball? Starting to get a little bit nervous now. Ladapo finally fires wide. We have the ball back. Here's Lindsay. Rathbone to Ladapo. Desperate to try and hold on to this lead that we've now gotten ourselves. Nice tackle by Okadina, and Elijah Stone will break away. Just play it slowly. One pass at a time. Trying to find the opportunity to seal the game. Afolayan turns well. And Vickers with a remarkable reaction save. Ladapo going off for them now. I think I am going to take George Chapman off as well. Make a change in my midfield. But we'll bring on the physicality of Adam May rather than George Honeyman. Honeyman hasn't been as impressive this year as I hoped that he would be. If we get bids for Honeyman in the summer, I would be potentially open to selling him, especially with the emergence of Elijah Stone. Lancaster will get that looking for Afolayan, but can't quite squeeze it to the winger. And Dapo will have to drift back to the other side of the field. But he might be involved again here, Dapo. And will be. And he'll find Joey. And surely Mr. Ironside can seal the win! Mistake from Rotherham to gift us possession back. All of that pressure after the second from them. They couldn't find the equaliser. And now we've killed it. 3-1 Cambridge. 3 points Cambridge. Up the bloody league Cambridge. Playoffs please. Josh Key down the line to Lancaster. 4 minutes added on here at the end of the game. So going to have to be wary. We scored 2 quick goals. We don't want to let them score 2 quick goals. But we're wasting time well. Teddy Coles will get this back to Warman, and Adam May is available there in the middle, and I might be able to find another teammate. Elliot List, can he fool the defender with a turn? He can't, but we've wasted enough time. Ref, please. Ref, please. Yes! I will be honest, when we went 1-0 down on the brink of half-time, my heart sank. I wasn't confident of a turnaround. But even if I was confident of a turnaround, I couldn't have expected one that was quite that good. A 3-1 win at home against Rotherham, a playoff-chasing rival, is massive for us. Hopefully other results have gone our way. Sunderland have drawn, so we are now 6th outright. It is now entirely in our hands. If we win every remaining game this season, we will be in the playoffs. But there's still 5 more games to go, and it can all change. 5 at the back for Cheltenham as well. Owen Evans in goal, Matty Blair, Sean Long, Charlie Raglan, William Boyle and Ben Williams at left back. Charlie Colquitt, Connor Thomas and Ryan Sanusi in the midfield with the pace of Caden Jackson up top, which is going to be difficult to deal with, and George Lloyd is there as well. Caden Jackson, a player that we did look at and scout when looking to sign another striker when we lost Harvey Nibbs, but Elliot List is the man that we went with. He's since grown to 68 in between the last game and this one, and Teddy Coles is up to 67 at left back as well, and Josh Key is now 70 rated on the right hand side too, and Okadina is now 72 rated at centre back. The team is growing. We've got a great crop of players here. Some will be moved on. Some will grow with us and hopefully be in the starting lineup for many a season to come. Teddy Coles at left back still has the potential to be special tag. So the sky is truly the limit for him, whether it's with us or someone else. If he outgrows us too quickly, which hopefully he won't do, then we shall have to wait and see. But certainly, just in the span of the save, he is going to be a very, very good player. And fingers crossed he achieves that potential with us. Elijah Stone in there to Elliot List. I didn't want to play it through that gap. I just wanted to play it around the outside, but the game has tried to find an awkward pass and, well, quite blatantly hasn't found that awkward pass. Williams quickly down the line, but Okadina should have the pace to deal with that, and he's done brilliant. Well, he's initially done brilliantly. Then they, oh my God, off the top of the bar. Then they've reacted quicker to the turn. That was close, wasn't it? Bloody hell. Cheltenham very nearly 1-0 in front. I'd have been pretty pissed if that had been the case, because I felt like Okadina should have dealt with that turn and getting rid of the ball much better than he did. Elijah Stone into Joey Ironside. There's a bit of space to get into. Jack is available out wide, and he will be found. And the pass to Elijah Stone is poor and put too close to the Cheltenham man. It's a sharp turn there by Lloyd, and now Sanusi has the opportunity to get in behind, but Josh Key is quick enough to cause their attacker some problems, but a little quick burst of acceleration there. Here you go, Josh. It's exactly what you're in the side to do. Break up play. Thank you, pal. Maybe we take our time coming forward rather than bursting on a massive counter-attack, because we have lost possession a couple of times in trying to do so, although Elliot List will find Joey Ironside, and there's no way that Joey misses that. Another very important goal from our big number 9. Cambridge 1, Cheltenham 0 in the 35th minute. Stone with a delivery. Peterborough have scored in their game, as they push for automatic promotion. They've equalised against Charlton. Joey is in here to come so very close to giving us a second goal in this game as well. And it just bends away. You can see the movement on the ball that pulls it past the post. If he strikes that clean and doesn't cut across it, then if it doesn't get blocked by the defender in front of him, it perhaps finds that bottom corner. We are probably going to have to find a second goal to guarantee a victory here. Teddy's not the tallest at wing-back, and that is going to be one of his downfalls. But so far, Cheltenham's downfall has been the lack of a quality finish for them. I still need that run of clean sheets for the objective for the board. So if I keep a clean sheet in every remaining game this season, then we'll get that on the final day. But I have to make sure that we don't concede any more goals in the rest of today's episode or at all tomorrow either. Easier said than done, to be honest, despite our good defensive record. Try and squeeze that through there to Elliot List, actually, and he's got the footwork to get past the defender and keep it away from another one. Just being patient here, as we were for the first goal. List into Elijah Stone. Chapman is there. Cross to Afalian, or Afalian even. Good footwork from him too. And Chapman, and Elliot List. Big spin. Oh, the shot deflected. No, deflected, but the final touch came off. Elliot List, was it deflected? No, he's just spooned it. Still need that second. Where's the right back? I need the right back first. Quick 1-2 with List and Key to Joey. And Chapman's arriving, and Afalayan could be in behind. I think he's just onside here. Stands the ball up. Oh, Joey can't get there. And I'm not going to be able to get to that loose ball either. We're working to try and find a second goal. But with just 20 minutes or less than now to go, time is running out for Rotherham to get themselves back in this game. That's a lovely ball by Brown into Matty Blair. He's going to look for Brown again, you think. Oh, no, here's the man in the middle. It's Charlie Colkett. And a let-off for us. Clear-cut chance for Cheltenham to find an equaliser that they have not taken. Sanusi out wide there to Williams. This is dangerous. Really desperate to keep them out. Key gets an interception, but they'll get the corner, Cheltenham. I don't like this. Castro with the delivery. It's not the best, but it falls to Caden Jackson nicely. And then Stone is in the way, and Elijah will come forward with it. Look for the run of Warman, who's found well. And he'll look all the way out wide here for Afalayan. And we surely can see it out from here now. Afalayan to Sam Smith. Afalayan's going to go again. No, he just couldn't get it under control quickly enough. Can Teddy Coles get to that to challenge for a header? No. But as Castro comes forwards, the time runs out for Cheltenham. Back-to-back victories for Cambridge United and a clean sheet too. Only the one goal needed on this occasion to get the dub. Had to rely on Dimmy to make some saves. And we will undoubtedly need him to continue to do that for the rest of the season. But we win again. And a clean sheet to go with it. And hopefully we can continue to keep more of them as the season progresses. We're up to 5th. But continually, teams below us have games in hand. But crucially, teams below us, even with those games in hand, are dropping points. We're 5th. We're a point above Bolton, who have 2 games in hand. So they're probably going to overtake us again. But we are 3 points clear of Wigan and 4 points clear of Sunderland, who've played the same amount of games as us. Salford are 4 points behind with 1 game in hand, so can't catch us. Wickham, 6 points behind with 1 game in hand, can't catch us. Rotherham, 8 points behind with 1 game in hand, can't catch us. Ipswich may well have 3 games in hand, but they're even further behind by quite a margin. It will only come up to 62. Can't catch us. We do still have Ipswich to play, of course, in tomorrow's episode. I think it is the second game. Yes, we've Burton next then, away from home for the 3rd and final game of the episode. And hopefully we can keep another clean sheet and gain another victory. Burton with Ben Garrett in goal, who's going to be pretty decent. Tom Hamer at right back. Bostwick, Brayford and Shaughnessy with Cameron Borthwick-Jackson round out their back 5. Charlie Lakin, Kieran Gilligan and Joe Powell is their midfield 3, with Aaron and Maddie Holloway up top alongside Ghassan Ahadme. Burton are a side that could really genuinely cause us some problems here. They're not in the top half of the table, as you can see. But where are they? 14th. They're going to be pushing to try and get themselves into the top half of the table, purely for the financial gain of being in a better position. Let's wait and see what we can do in this 3rd and final game of the day. Here's a handmate given away. Loose from Burton at the beginning of the game. I guess they're to List. And into Chapman. And look at the run from Afalayan. The touch is a bit heavy to start. We'll get it across here to Elliot List. I'm going to have to look backwards, unfortunately. The move didn't quite build as I'd hoped it would. Bit of space for Chapman. Ooh, that was destined for the top corner. George denied a second really good goal in today's episode by spectacular goalkeeping. Nearly fouled in there. That's a heavy touch and we'll lunge in for that, but they'll get the throw in. Decent first building move for us, but unfortunately, I kind of didn't quite time one of the passes as I needed to, and I lost the momentum. Still able to get a shot from distance, but unfortunately not as clear-cut a chance as I was hoping for when Afolayan was played in. And Chapman and Teddy Coles building slowly, but building well. You see the amount of defenders that Burton have back there. They are going to be very difficult to break down in this game, but if we can get our passing right, which we have done there, then we can score some goals. And the keeper got a large chunk of arm onto the ball. But Elliot List fires us in front. He hasn't scored many for me since coming in, Elliot List, but certainly has been an improvement in possession over Harvey Nibbs. And we were pacing in the build-up, finally found a gap, and thankfully it's just pure shot power that's gotten it past Garrett in goal. We lead away from home at the Pirelli after 18 minutes. His third goal in 10 games for us up top since arriving in January. It's not a massive amount of goals, but certainly that one could be important. Gilligan kicks that straight against the defender. Lakin, I don't know where my defence has gone. Thankfully, Josh Key's tracking back. There was no shape to our backline there at all, was there? That was particularly... Oh, that's nasty. It was particularly open at the back for us there. Only a yellow card for Amadi Holloway, but that wasn't the most clever of challenges, was it? Stone will get that forward there into Elliot List. And again, we'll have to be patient, but hopefully the space will open up. Afolayan was worth a go, but we don't quite have anyone with the quality to whip into the far top corner. Here's Lakin. Out wide there to Powell. He's got the overlapping run. Could have played it on the floor, made it slightly more awkward for Borthwick Jackson to deal with, but he's done brilliantly to work into the box. And Okadina just stands firm and gets the ball off them. One goal was enough against Cheltenham, but Burton are building nicely here in this game. And Elliot List should keep that in and has done so well. And gotten past the defender and will deliver it into the box. Slightly under hit when looking for Afolayan. I couldn't quite switch to George Chapman quickly enough to challenge against Maddie Holloway to win that back. We're doing well in this first half. We've gotten ourselves that 1-0 lead again. And continually, at the moment at least, have that clean sheet there too. So whilst that maintains a reality, we will be absolutely delighted with the way that today's episode has gone. Teddy Coles performing well at left back. Slightly underwhelming, but he's not really done anything wrong, whilst also not really doing anything obviously right either. Elliot List, however, is having his best game in a Cambridge United shirt. That's two! Everybody is rising to the challenge so far today. Everybody's playing well. We did concede first against Rotherham, but then scored 3 and now have 2 unreplied 2 goals in the first half against Burton. Dare I say it's going very well, but there's still 45 minutes left today and 3 more games tomorrow before we can guarantee that playoff spot and the opportunity to perhaps get ourselves to the Championship for next season. Earning that playoff spot is only part 1 of the job. We then have to win the semis, and then we have to go and win the final. But we've got to qualify for the semis first by finishing in the top 6, and hopefully the results that we're getting at the moment are going to go a long way to helping us do that. Here's Gilligan. Forward to Ahadmi. It's a nice ball through. Powell, Dimmy makes the save. He wants those clean sheets as much as I do. Lakin will take the corner. And it's dangerous. Lloyd Jones will clear. Chase after it with Elijah Stone. Can I get to it? No, I can't win it back either. Teddy Coles is going to get out to Charlie Lakin here. And Coles puts in a good challenge. And now we'll look to break. Oh, I was too busy looking at the minimap to see where Elliot List was. To see if I could maybe send him in behind. Teddy Coles will do well again, though, to intercept there. Oh, but he's been caught in possession. And Lakin has men to get it back to. And I'm very fortunate that Dimmy is in the way. Still 2-0 as Plymouth Hull goes to 1-1. Just keep inside to Elijah Stone. Good footwork from the youngster. Finds Joey, who finds Elliot List in behind. A hat-trick maybe? Yes! Elliot List reaches 5 goals in a Cambridge United shirt and bags a hat-trick away from home at the Pirelli Stadium against Burton Albion. That'll be us maintaining our playoff spot. Thank you very much. Stone to Joey. Joey first time to Elliot, and he just had to work the angle and slot it home. We've been very impressive today, but I hope we're not peaking too soon. We may play very well and get ourselves into the playoffs, but we need to keep that form going once we get there. There's no point playing really well to get yourself into the playoff semi-finals and then falling at the final hurdle. They've got men forward here in numbers. Nice tackle by Okadina. That will save our clean sheet. Well, the clean sheet streak is going to be up to 2. And if we can concede 0 goals in the next episode tomorrow, then we will get the playoff spot that we're after and the 5 of 5 streak for clean sheets for the board as well. Today couldn't have gone much better, could it? It didn't start off great, going 1-0 down to Rotherham on the brink of half-time. But since then, perfection. Goals, good performances, no goals conceded. Absolutely thrilled with how this episode went. We're into 5th. We stay 5th. Teddy Coles has completed his change to a left-back, which we will now officially complete. And I'll look to improve. I want to improve his acceleration more so than just his sprint speed. So we'll go for defensive wing-back. And hopefully in 5 weeks' time, he'll be up to 68 rated with the potential to be special. He could be with us for a very long time. And I'm really excited about that. We end today in 5th, although Bolton's still continually just 1 point behind with 2 games in hand. Peterborough 3 points in front with 3 games in hand. 2 games in hand on Luton and Hull, who have both lost on match day. No, they haven't played their match day 42 yet. Okay, they haven't played it yet. So who knows who's going to win the title and who's going to be in the playoffs. But we start with a ginormous game, because look where Wigan are tomorrow. It's 5th versus 7th. They're 3 points behind. Thankfully, our goal difference is vastly superior to theirs. But still, we've got to avoid defeat against Wigan. And if we do so, then I think we might just do it. Join me tomorrow for the season finale. Drop this video a like if you've enjoyed, as ever. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell ticked and you won't miss that episode tomorrow. And I'll see you then.